How y'all doing? Girl, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome back to the pod.
Welcome back to the pod, Just Delusional Enough, with Miss Gabby.
Hello. And the one and only Logan.
The one and only.
Dun 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 dun.
I like a Thunder Dragon.
What is new? What's going on with you?
Girl, Loki today's been crazy.
Okay.
I feel like I've been running around back and forth. Literally haven't done a damn thing. But I got a job offer today, which is very exciting.
Hey, let's go.
So, yeah. I think the weather is nice outside, so I'm excited to go and sit in the sun like a cat and just bring it all in.
That's exciting. Getting in your bag.
Girl, I'm trying.
His bagarella.
I'm trying. The past 6 months being like, quote unquote, unemployed have been hell on this earth.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to move on.
Secure that
out
bag.
of this chapter of my life, yeah.
Get that insurance. Get those bennies. Let's go.
Right. Girl, something has to give. What about you?
I'm good. I actually, I can just jump right into my boot sighting because I taught yoga this morning and Boots was there and I almost crashed out because of him today.
Was Boots there in the physical form or was he more of the spirit wreaking havoc?
Kind of in the physical, honestly.
Oh, God.
And again, it's like, of course, my guard is down. I'm in my element. I'm teaching yoga. This is like what I do. But basically, I subbed someone's class this morning, 9:45, and it wasn't a full class. So, like, where my mat was, the spot behind me was open. Like, there was nobody there. And then there was, like, the back row. And there was, like, a couple people in the back row. And there was this man in the back row. And
describe
like,
him. What does he look like?
He's just like
I gotta be there.
Older guy. And here's the thing. There are guys that go to yoga. Like, not every guy is creepy. However, you have to keep an eye out for Selena, right? And so I noticed, like, probably 5 or 10 minutes into class that this man has his phone propped up on the wall, camera facing directly to me.
What?
And I was like, there's no way that this is happening right now. And so I go back to the back because he's in the back row. I go back to the back and I can see like that the phone screen is lit up too.
Right.
Like it's like reflecting onto the wall. So like he's got his camera facing me and the phone is not locked. So 1 + 1 = 2. I'm like, there's no way this guy is fucking videotaping me right now. Like, this is so creepy and gross. So I go back there.
And you had never seen him before?
No. I go back there. I literally set his phone down on the ground because I'm like, I'm not about to get fucking recorded here at my place of work.
Right.
Anyways, go about my business. I'm like teaching the class, by the way, so I have to be like alert.
On it, yeah.
Going about my business, and then we're like doing this move. This is probably like now we're 30 or so minutes into class. We're doing this move where you like look back, and I'm like doing it with them, and I look back. I make eye contact with the fucking phone is propped up again. Camera is facing me. Like the camera is like my eyes are locked into the camera.
What?
And I am like so pissed off. It was like actually taking everything in me not to just walk back there, grab the phone and throw it. Like like I literally wanted to open the door to the studio, slam it on the ground, and then like continue about my business. Like I was so pissed. And then I was like, no, I'm just gonna play cool. Like I'm just gonna put it back down again. Like, because also there was like 18 people in my class, so I didn't want to distract the other 17 people with like, you know, I wanted them to still have a good experience. But the whole time I'm like thrown off because I'm like, why the fuck is this man recording me? Like,
did you ever get to the bottom of it?
Point. Well, yeah. So then at the end, like we're doing stretching. So again, it's like a good time because he's like face down on the mat. So I put his phone down again. Yeah. And then after class, I confront him about it because I'm like, I'm not about to just. And he was like, I wasn't recording you, I promise. And I was like, well,
and also if you're a creep, we don't want you back.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna come back and film someone else next time. Like that's weird.
Literally. Also, this is the thing about it. He was like trying to say, oh no, I just didn't want it on the floor.
What?
Okay, first off, put your phone in the locker room. Second off,
or leave it in your car.
And also, if you absolutely had to have it standing up, propped up, why was it not directly behind your body so you were blocking it? Why was it off of your mat to the side facing me directly.
Right.
Like straight line to me. If he was like truly innocent, why would it not be right behind you? So like you're blocking it.
Right. Did he ever say like, oh yeah, sorry it looked like that, or sorry?
No.
Like...
And I was like, well, it looked like you were recording me and it was really weird. And he was like, well, I wasn't recording you. And I was like, well, don't do that. Like,
right.
What the fuck?
Girl, you should have looked in the photo app.
No, I honestly should have. But he's like an old man too. Like I'm not about to like, I don't know. But honestly, I was proud of myself for not crashing out because I was really tempted to slam the phone on the ground.
Yeah.
But I just
honestly, good for you for confronting him.
Yeah. And I told him, and I was like, and I put your phone down, and then you picked it back up. And he's like, oh, I thought I kicked it down.
Oh, brother.
Also, like, you're in the back row. Like, there's no reason your phone can't just lay on the ground. Why would it need to be propped?
Right. Keep it on your mat. What are you doing?
Literally. Put it in the locker room.
Not Boots being creepy as hell. Wait.
I know.
We've never seen this side of him.
Boots was being... Yeah, I wasn't expecting this out of Boots today, but this was the cards
I'm nervous of that.
Yeah.
Because if Boots... Yeah, no. See, Boots is usually just like funny, kiki, haha. I don't like filming when we're stretching Boots. No. That's scary. No.
And also, like, I have, like... My class is proprietary information. You know what I mean? Like, I have a sequence that I created.
Right.
I don't want you posting that on the internet. Like, do I want bitches stealing my sequence? No.
Are you stealing bitches' sequence? Yes or no? Wait. Gross. Boots hit me in a place where I thought was safe this week also.
Oh, my God. He's out here. Girl, what did he do to you?
It was the damn Kroger up the street. Yes. And every time I go to the Kroger, it's like a vacation for me, right?
Okay.
I truly feel peace in this Kroger. There's nothing special about it.
This is your special place, and
it's not a nice Kroger by any means. I just walk in, I see familiar faces, and I get what I need, and I go. There's never any drama that happens there, you know?
As there shouldn't be.
There shouldn't be. So I'm getting my stuff. I get up to the front, and this is what I have in my cart. The regular. Pork chops, rice, vegetables, some peanut butter, some pretzels for a snack. Mm-hmm. And I do self-checkout because I have places to be.
Of course.
So I'm up there, and I'm good at it, by the way. I'm fast.
Yeah,
have you ever seen
you're
that
an employee.
Video? Yeah, have you ever seen that video of the fast cashier, and he's only moving his face, and he's like, yes. That's me at the self-checkout. That's what I do. So I'm getting up there. I'm doing it. Beep, 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 beep. I pick up the rice. Hole in the bottom. Rice is everywhere.
No.
I literally, as soon as it happened, Gabby, I said, Boots.
Boots. Wait, that is actually such a good prank, though, for Boots.
I said, girl, what the hell? And I'm like, okay. I'm like looking around. I have to wave over an employee. I'm like, hi. I didn't do this, by the way. This is Boots. My rice is going everywhere. And I'm like, can you please help me? And he's like, put it in the bag. I'll take it. Put it in a bag. And I'm like, do you mind if I just run and go get another one? And he's like, oh, yeah, go for it. So I'm like, okay, let me go. Because now half of my stuff is like bagged up. And the other half is in the cart.
Let me be quick with it.
Yeah. So I'm running back, get the rice. I don't see the extra long grain rice. And I'm like, girl, what the hell? So I'm like looking up and down the shelf. I finally see one in the back. Pull it out, get it. I'm walking back to the front. Not even 2 aisles away, the bottom falls out. Rice everywhere. I'm like, at this point, I'm like looking around. I'm like, what? Who is doing this to me?
Yeah, we are on punked at this point.
Yeah, like someone is behind the cameras pointing and laughing because this is not normal. I've never had this happen before. So I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I run back. I put it back on the shelf. I said someone else can deal with that. Grab another one. And this one I'm literally carrying up to the front like a baby. I'm like, I don't know if maybe some the way I was holding it.
We're not taking chances.
No, ma'am. It's like a baby bird in my hand. Scan it. I put it in. And I'm like, okay. Period. I'm going home. Gabby. I get to my house. I go to put the fucking rice in my cabinet. Rice everywhere. I'm not kidding. I've been picking up rice off my floor for the past day and a half. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
What the hell? Boots said, I'm not going to get you once. I'm not going to get you twice. 3 times,
it's gonna bitch. Yeah, 3 times the charm. And I literally, it was like pouring out the bottom. I scooped it up like this, and it's now sitting in a Ziploc bag in my cabinet. Just straight rice in a Ziploc bag.
That is so crazy.
What did I do to deserve that?
I wonder if, like, that's where they were really stretching the budget, was with the bags that they put the rice in.
Yeah, maybe. But then I was like, okay, the first 2 I understand. Boots is like, haha, like, I'm gonna make you feel embarrassed in public.
Yeah.
The third one was unnecessary. Yeah. The third one was unnecessary. Like, now it's just a mess.
Yeah, now you're just cleaning up rice off the floor.
Yeah,
definitely.
And rice is a bitch to clean up.
Oh yeah, like it's definitely underneath your dishwasher.
Oh, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
When I move out, it's still gonna be here.
Yeah, people are gonna be finding that rice for years to come.
For decades to come, yeah. That's gonna be the one thing I leave on this earth. Just the rice that I spilled that one time.
Just the long grain rice from the fucking Kroger.
Yeah, right.
That is so funny. Wait, also, did you happen to watch Bachelor last night?
No, I didn't. Was it good?
I mean, no, but yes. But I was just gonna say, like, 1, I can't believe they're still making that show.
Right.
And 2, like, nothing brings out a visceral reaction out of me quite like that show. Like, every single woman that came up to introduce herself to the guy, like, I'm like, ugh. Like, it is the cringiest shit ever, and they don't care at all. It's just wild.
Wait, maybe I'll turn it on after this.
Wait, you should.
It. Okay,
yeah, we made, like, brackets and stuff, and it was funny. There was this one girl. First off, this one girl had cats. Justice for cat people, because they made this girl look crazy. And there was these 2 Italian girls that they made look kind of crazy. Justice for Italian girls.
Girl, that's your whole brand. What the
hell? Literally. But the cat girl, she, like, made him a PowerPoint. And, like, is showing him on the date, like she made AI photos of them getting married. And then it was like, and in 5 years from now, and then it's like an AI photo of her pregnant.
What the hell? Oh my god!
Like,
I would be terrified if I was him.
No, genuinely, I voted her to go home. I was like, I would be running for the hills if I was him.
Did they do a rose ceremony in the episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to watch it. I actually really do like those shows, but it's like a hate watch.
Yes, it's like painful.
But I love just sitting there and hating every single part of it, but then being like, "Whew, that was good."
Yeah, it's something like satisfying.
Yeah, it's something like therapy, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like, during it, it's like, what the fuck is happening? And then afterward, you're like, I feel so much better.
Yeah.
Because at least I'm not them.
Exactly. Yeah. It's funny. It's good content for sure.
Yeah. I'll clock in. I do think they need to just start making Bachelor in Paradise and just make it that. Mm-hmm. Like, I guess that's just Love Island, isn't it?
Yeah. Just make more Love Island.
Yeah.
Because it's not, like, The Bachelor, it's not realistic. Like, you can tell the girls are on it to get famous.
Oh, for sure. It's just
like,
a clout thing.
They couldn't care less about. And, like, one of them was like, I'm here for you. It's like, well, yeah, obviously that's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You don't have to verbalize that.
Right. But also, like, why wouldn't you? If you're just there for clout, it's like, hey, girl, I'm here just for you.
Literally.
It's like, okay.
She's like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. Yeah, that's the point of the show.
Right. Welcome to The Bachelor.
Yeah, of course. How would you be on here without him?
Yeah. Do you have any submissions this week for us?
I don't have a submission, but I hung out with one of my friends from high school, and she requested that I tell you a story from my high school days.
Okay, I'm ready.
And also, you telling us about your high school days last week really brought it out.
Okay.
Okay. So my very first job when I was in high school, I got a job at the local Marshalls.
Period.
Shout out Marshalls.
Period. Marshallnista. Hey, girl.
I have no idea why I wanted to work there. Like, I did not know another soul that works there.
I love Marshalls.
Well, I used to love Marshalls, but ever since I've worked there, I hate it now.
Oh, God.
But anyways, yeah. So I'm like 15 or 16. I have the orientation. Everything's good. Everything's great. And I get trained to do, like, the floor, which is, like, you know, just walking around, when I worked there, it was the era when the polo t-shirts were really big.
Oh, yep.
You remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
So I remember we had like a polo.
It was
display.
rare. I was there. I remember it all too well.
Literally, we had like a polo display that I would always be refolding because like that's where people darted to when they walked into the Marshalls.
And then I made it a whole ass wreck and then left it for you to clean up. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then I also worked the dressing room, which like a quick side note was the rule at Marshall's is there's no rule on the dressing room. So like a normal place will only let you have like 6 or 8 items. Marshall's has no rules. So fuckers would come in there with 50 items and I have to
what is the point of that?
Thank you.
It's not like that's like a big like marketing ploy like, hey girl, you can take however much you want in there.
No, it's like I'm actually letting you steal shit at this point. Because if you walk in with 50 items, I'm not counting 50.
No. And also I know you're walking out with 20.
And then I'm refolding 48 items. Or like hanging it up and then having to sort it and whatever.
Wait, that's insane.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like gross too. But anyways, my very first, I had the orientation, that was normal. Then it's my very first shift at the Marshalls. And I was working the floor. So again, folding the polo shirts, cleaning up the little displays, like just walking around the store doing little things. And I remember there was like 2 little kids running around being a little crazy. Okay. Our Marshalls had a toy aisle. So I was like, the kids are going to the toy aisle. Like, I'll clean up after them later, whatever. And again, I'm like walking around, making my rounds. And I remember one of the little kids is like whispering to the other kid. And like, they're being really suspicious and really weird. Okay. And I was kind of like, okay, Boots, like, what's going on? But like, whatever. Like, not my monkeys, not my circus. Like, keep it pushing. And so I go over and do something else. And then like probably 10 minutes goes by. And I walk back by the toy aisle. And I smell something.
No.
One of the children had left a shit on the floor on the toy aisle.
Ew.
Okay. Again, mind you, this is my first day on the job. And I am 15 or 16. I'm so innocent. I have no idea how life works. So in my brain, I'm thinking like, we have a janitor that's going to clean this up. Like,
girl, you are the janitor.
Literally. Little
the grandmama is the baby.
Literally. But I didn't know. I was literally I was an infant. So I run away. Like, I'm like, I cannot get farther away from this poop because like, I don't even want to like deal with it, you know? Like,
right.
I don't want to be even in charge of telling the janitor about the poop.
Right.
So I'm like,
I would have done the same thing.
Other side of the store, like minding my own business, sorting the shoes, bullshitting, whatever. Then probably like 30 minutes goes by. And then I'm like, okay, the coast is probably clear. Like, let me go check on it and make sure that the janitor saw it. And anyways, I walk by the toy aisle and I don't see it. And I see a woman standing there. So I'm like, oh, cool. Like, it got cleaned up. No worries. I walk by again. I look down. The woman is standing directly in.
No. What the hell? So she didn't know that it was there, right?
No. And so I see her and I like, luckily we don't make eye contact. She's like looking at the toys very intently. So again, run to the other side of the store. Like, I cannot be in charge of this. Like, it is my first day on the job. And so anyways, run to the other side of the store, bullshitting around, you know, organizing, folding, blah, blah, blah. 20 minutes goes by. This woman taps me on the shoulder.
No.
Excuse me. So I don't exactly know what she said, but she basically told me she stepped in the shit and she tracked it all over the store. And she's okay. She cleaned up her shoes in the bathroom, but there's a poop trail from the toy aisle to the bathrooms. And so she tells me. God. So
how
now
much
I'm aware.
Shit was there?
It was a pretty like substantial pile. And also, how did you step in it?
Also, yeah, did it not smell?
Right, like I smelled.
I would have been looking around like, what the hell was that? Right.
So anyways, now she's told me, so I'm like, fuck, I have to do something about this. And
yeah,
again,
now they know that you know.
Exactly, and it's my first day, so I'm still thinking that the janitor's gonna help. So
right, you're looking around like, where the fuck is the janitor?
Yeah, literally. So I go to the front, and I'm like, trying to talk to one of the cashiers who was like helping chain me. And I was like, I told her what happened. And she looked at me and she was like, okay, yeah, so you're going to go into the broom closet and there's a mop and a wet floor side. Like, she's like trying to tell me this, like, as if I'm going to clean this up. I give this woman a look like, I didn't say these words, but the look in my eyes and the look on my face was like, I will walk out of this store right now and you will never see me again. Yeah. And then she collects it. She clocks it and collects the information. And it's like, it's your first day, isn't it? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay, I'll have James do it. And I was like,
oh my God.
So she made something.
Poor James.
Yeah, poor guy. James was the janitor that day. But yeah, that was my first day of Marshall's story.
Ew. That is
crazy?
Truly insane. Also, those kids are some little shits for doing that.
Literally, yeah. Like, they knew what they were doing.
They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were up to. Yeah, they were. Wow. God, that would ruin my whole day. Okay, but also, let's think about it. Because sometimes I go into TJ Maxx and Marshall's, immediately have to shit.
Yes.
So maybe the kids were just,
like, they were on that wave.
You can't blame them, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes it just happens.
They might have been like too little to like understand that they had to go to the toilet. I don't know. No, I don't think they were that little because they were running around.
God, that's so bad.
Yeah.
I'm going home and I'm first of all taking my shoes off at the Marshalls, leaving them there. I'm not going to the bathroom and cleaning them up. That's crazy.
That's facts. I'm taking my shoes off and I'm leaving the building. Yeah. And like I'm moving to another country.
Yeah. Is that not like a biohazard? You just went into the bathroom and cleaned it yourself?
Yeah.
You're gross.
For sure. And literally like tracked shit. Like the toilet, it wasn't close to the bathroom either. Like it was probably halfway through the store.
That is awful. And also if I look down and I'm tracking shit, I'm not telling a soul.
No.
I'm leaving.
I'm walking.
Sorry to James. I'm leaving. That's crazy. You know, you probably weren't the only employee to see it too. Nobody else just went to say anything.
Well, I think I was like I think I was the only one working the floor, so I might have been.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, there might have been one or two people that walked by it and were just like, no.
Yeah.
Not today.
I'd been like, yikes. Okay, I was gonna tell another story, but since we're talking about jobs, maybe I'll tell my job story.
Yeah, tell us.
Oh my God, wait, since I got a new job and now we're talking about jobs, wait, hello.
Job episode.
Come on. Okay, so 2 years ago, I worked at a haunted house.
I forgot you did that.
Girl, have I ever told you this story, like, in full?
I don't know. I mean, we were friends when you did it, but I don't know if I've heard, like, the story.
Okay, so I love haunted houses, obviously.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it'd be so fun as a little side hustle to just go and like scare people.
You're about your bag. You're gonna scare people.
Exactly. Like, let's just see how it is on the other side, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so they had us come in for like an initial interview, quote unquote interview. And so I show up. There's no one in the parking lot. And this is like 30 minutes away from Nashville. So it's kind of like in the boonies. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, where the fuck am I? And it's like in this like big warehouse type thing. Stuff going on outside. Like they had like a clown maze outside. No one in the parking lot. So I'm like, what the hell? So I'm walking up. I like go through the front entrance. And then I finally see someone. And you know how like you can like clock if someone is really into haunted houses.
Yeah.
Like there's just a look about them, you know? So I see someone and I'm like, he knows where I need to go.
Yeah.
Like he is versed in this.
He's
atmosphere.
educated in this realm.
Exactly. So I'm like, hey, do you know where the interviews are for the haunted house position? He's like, oh yeah, follow me. So we go into this back room of this haunted house and there are just like wigs, masks everywhere. And I'm like, okay, like this is kind of fun.
Yeah.
I was like, this is kind of like, we're just playing dress up, you know?
Literally, this is literally dress up.
Right. And so we're all sitting there and it's like all the new hires are sitting there. And there's this one woman who, I forget her name, but she said that her favorite movie was Carrie. Her favorite scary movie was Carrie. Okay. And so I just always was like calling her Carrie because I was like, hey girl, like that's Carrie. Like you are Carrie. But she was so strange and so just like kind of out of it the whole time. that no one really knew what to think. And she would like go off on tangents of like how she was so excited to scare people and how she like she'd been waiting for this.
Like she was a little too excited about it.
She was a little too into it.
Yeah.
And I was like, Carrie, I'm scared of you. I don't want to be next to you in the haunted house. Like, this is freaking me out.
Yeah.
And so we like go through all of it. Like, we're just like kind of getting to know each other because there wasn't really like an interview. Like, they were just getting anyone that they could.
Yeah.
So we're just all getting to know each other. And finally, the guy is like, okay, everybody get up. Like, we're going to do a tour of the haunted house. And I was like, oh my God, period. Like, this is like when they turn on the lights at Space Mountain and you get to see the behind the scenes. I was like, this is going to be so fun.
Yeah.
So we're like going back through it. We're doing it. And he finally, like, we see everything. And he's like, we're going to go to the clown maze outside. Like, everyone, come on. We go outside. It's like 4:00 in the afternoon. And we get to the outside of the clown maze. And he goes, okay, guys, this is the real interview. And I was like, what the hell does that mean?
I thought we were already in.
Right. I was like, I thought I got the job. Like, I'm filling out tax information. Like, what the fuck do you mean?
You got my social at this point. Like, I'm locked in.
Right. Like, huh? And I'm like, and I don't know if I was probably the most like outgoing person there.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I felt like I had to carry the group. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, you know, chit-chatting with the guy, just trying to make it not as awkward. And so I was like, oh, well, what do you mean? And he was like, this is like the interview. And I was like, no, but like, what does that mean? And he was like, everyone line up. And I was like, oh, he's not playing. I was like, what the fuck is happening? So we all line up. And he's like, everybody go through the clown maze. When you think you have a good hiding spot, hide. And then all of us are going to come through. And you have to scare us.
Oh, my God.
Gabby, mind you, it's 4:00 in the afternoon. Sun is low-key at its peak.
Yeah.
Just bright as fuck outside. We have to go in this outdoor clown maze and try to scare them.
And you're just in your normal clothes. Like
just normal clothes.
Yeah.
What I wore to work that day.
Okay.
I'm like, girl, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So I go through. I'm a big guy. How do I hide?
Yeah, like you're taller than the corn maze at this point.
Right. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like hiding behind these like blocks. Mm-hmm. And there's like a big like elephant type thing in the room that I'm in. It was weird. But now so I'm sitting there and I can hear them start to come through. And I was so nervous. I wanted to shit my pants. I'm like sitting there and I'm like, I don't know what to do. They're going to be able to see me as soon as they walk in. So I blacked out. And they're getting closer and closer. And I'm just like not in my body. And I hear them in the room next to me. And it was so bad. Because they're coming in and I'm like, fuck, like I got to do something to blow them away.
Yeah.
Please tell me why the first thing I thought to do was to get on my hands and knees and run at them while barking. So they walk in the room. I scurry from behind these blocks on my hands and knees, barking at them. Gabby, it was crickets.
Why would you?
It was crickets. Crickets. I'm looking up at them like, woo, 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 woo. And they're like, and they have like clipboards. They have like clipboards and they're like writing and they're like thumbs upping me. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. I was like, what the hell?
Oh my God.
But anyway, I got the job.
Period.
So then it's my first day, bitch. I show up, I get my makeup on, I do a little mini shot in the bathroom because I'm not going out there to scare people sober. Like, I need to be
obviously
a little bit off my rocker for this.
Yeah.
They dressed me up as a pirate and put me in this room by myself. And so I'm getting ready. I'm like warming up, literally like Sharpay and Ryan. I'm like, and so I'm sitting there and I have to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, shit, like I should have went before I came out here because now I did that mini bottle. Like, I just had to pee. And so one of the supervisor comes over and he's like, hey, 5 minutes to open. Do you need anything? And I was like, yeah, I need to use the bathroom. And so he's like, oh, okay, just like follow me. We're going to go through the thing and like back out the front and you can use the bathroom there. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we start going. Why the fuck did Carrie jump out the side and scare me while I'm going to use the bathroom? I literally looked over and I was like, girl, we're not even open yet.
I knew Carrie.
What the hell? I'm like, what?
Did
girl?
you scream? Like, were you scared?
Oh, no, fully. I was so scared because I thought like we're not even open. Everyone's like still getting ready. She popped out, and I was like, Carrie, we are closed, girl. We still got 5 minutes to open.
Carrie.
But yeah, that was the first and only night that I worked at the haunted house. That was the most exhausting I had ever been in my entire life.
Wait, you only worked there one night?
One night, and girl, where the fuck was my check? Still never paid me. I did volunteer work for the haunted house.
Wait,
never paid me.
Did they just not call you back, or you just didn't go back?
Gabby, I was limping out of the haunted house, sweat dripping down my face, makeup running off, hair crazy as fuck. I got in my car, silent the whole ride home. I said, girl, I cannot go back. This is the most tired I've been in my whole life. It was insane.
Why did you even do that? That's so funny.
Because, I mean, like, the first hour was fun.
Yeah.
And then, like, you look down at your clock and it's like, oh, it's still only 6 o'clock.
Yeah, like, I've got 6 hours of this.
I'm still here until midnight, right?
Wait,
it was insane.
Are you just supposed to be screaming the whole time? Like, is your voice not gone?
So they told us, here's the thing. They told us to bring cough drops because your throat starts hurting. But they said, don't bring the ones with whatever kind of medication in it because it'll numb your throat. And then you'll be screaming so hard and you won't notice that your throat will start bleeding while you're on the haunted house floor. And I was like, oh, y'all bitches are serious.
Yeah, that's actually spooky.
Y'all get, yeah, like y'all get down.
That's wild.
But yeah, and it was like, it honestly was like so embarrassing when you would like pop out and no one would say anything.
Wait, yeah, did that happen a lot?
Yeah, I would just like close my little curtain. I'm like, okay, next. Keep moving, keep moving. Okay. Don't look over here.
That is so crazy. Do not look over here.
It was wild. And then as I'm leaving,
so
I'm like
funny.
Turning in my costume. And they're like, all right, see you tomorrow. And I was like, girl, maybe. Got to my car.
Don't plan on it. Don't plan on it.
90 out the parking lot. I was like, girl, get me out of here. It was insane. But yeah, the scariest thing was fucking Carrie. I still to this day, I'm wondering where she is. Because I don't trust her. But yeah, that was my haunted house experience.
That is literally
It was
insane.
Short and sweet.
I remember, like, we were friends when this happened because I think you, like, posted on your stories, you and your makeup and stuff.
Yeah, I did. I was posting on TikTok.
That's so funny.
But, I mean, the makeup was great. Like, they had, like, serious people doing it.
Yeah.
Like, the energy and the stuff that they were, like, putting into it, amazing.
Yeah.
Like, if you were into that type of thing, girl, get you a job. But it just wasn't for me.
It wasn't for you in the long term. How much were they supposed to pay you?
I truly have no idea. I think it was supposed to be like, because I was only there for one night. I think it was like $80 or $100.
Oh, that's not bad. I guess.
But they sent me a fucking W-2. I'm like, girl, you never even paid me.
Yeah. How about you just hit me the cash? Like, this is not that serious.
That's what I should have. I should have said, hey, girl, I'm not coming back tomorrow. Can I get my cash, please?
Open up your cash register.
Yeah. But
that's hilarious.
Texted her that next day. I said, hey, I'm not going to make it. I'm sorry. This isn't for me.
My throat is torn up. I'm not going to
Yeah. This is not for me.
I'm not as spooky as I thought I was.
Right. I like to be scared, not do the scaring.
Yeah, period. Well, that's like a fun experience, though. Like, not many people can say they've done that.
Yeah, true. I'm a professional scarer.
Yes. Honestly, I felt like that helps. That's like exposure therapy for people who are like scared of rejection or scared of like anything. Because if you can do that, you can really do anything.
Honestly, so true. I need to like be back in that mindset of how I felt outside of that clown maze when I was like, okay, one, I have to do this. Two, we gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
And then, it was crazy. And then they just walked right by. I said, girl, keep it moving. Keep it pushing. Give me the job and keep it moving.
Yeah, that it would be tough though. Like when you're working, if you like think you just ate and they're like not even phased at all, I would be like, okay.
Right, so. Okay, bye. The worst was when they would laugh. Like, I would pop out, and they would like point and like, what? Like, girl, close my fucking curtain.
Like, it's nothing about you. They're playing tough, you know? Because like I've definitely gone to those things and tried to be like, oh, I'm tough. Like,
same.
I'm a badass. Like, I'm not scared of you, bitch.
Yeah.
And like, I would internally be scared as fuck. But
right.
I can't let them know that, you know?
True. But like, and then in the back of my mind, I'm like, just like kiki with me, like just let's do the song and dance. Yeah, I jump out, you scream. We're both happy. We're both happy.
You poop your pants.
Exactly.
That's what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't as transactional as it should have been.
No. In more ways than one.
Also financially, it was missing.
Right.
That is so funny. Did they give you food or anything? Like, did you eat dinner?
No, I had to eat before I came. Damn. They said bring snacks. I got a break.
They really had you out there. Yeah, and especially it being like 30 minutes away, like that's not worth it.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't. It was fun for the one time, but
yeah, it's definitely a good story.
I'm gonna have to send you that picture of me that I took in my car when I left. The way I look so drained. Yeah. Like I just ran like a marathon. It's like, girl, what did you get into?
I bet you really slept in the next day.
Oh, what? You couldn't get me out of bed.
That's hilarious. Wow. That's silly.
So, what's been pissing you off lately?
This one's kind of stupid. Like, it doesn't really piss me off. It's very, like, it pisses me off a centimeter. Okay. Don't piss me off. Why are we backing into parking spots?
Oh, okay, wait. That actually pisses me off a foot. That's more than... I don't get it. And literally. I think it's like you just want attention.
Yes, and it's like it's not like, that serious. And
it's
I could
never
maybe get
that
it
serious.
if this was your driveway. Sure, we're in a full parking lot. There's 8 people behind you waiting. Why are we backing into the spot?
Like you don't look cool. Half the time you have to fix it.
No. And when I'm in the car with somebody backing into the spot, I have anxiety because they're always like whipping it and like and being crazy, and I'm like, this is so unnecessary. I'm going through trauma for what reason?
Right. For what reason? Just so that when we get back in the car,
and it's like, it's so easy when we leave. Okay, it could be so easy when we pull in though.
Right.
Like Truly. It's the same amount of work. You're just doing it first instead of doing it second.
But honestly, I still think that leaving a parking lot backwards is easier than pulling into a parking spot backwards.
I agree.
Like when I'm pulling into a parking spot backwards, there are 2 cars on either side. Mm-hmm. I could hit both of them. Yeah. When I'm pulling out, there's nobody behind me. I'm just pulling
That's a really good point, actually. Yeah, it's not like an exact science when you're pulling out. You can go left, you can go right, you can go straight sometimes. But yeah, if you're backing into a spot, it has to be precision.
Right. It just doesn't make sense to me.
And it's just like you're showing off, and it's not a flex either.
No.
We're all capable of this.
Right. We all did this in driving school.
Yeah.
Like, good for you. But when I see people do it, I literally groan. I'm like, oh, brother. Here
I'm like waiting to park, and then he's like, oh, let me.
Yeah.
Right. Just let's not. It would take. It's so much easier just to pull in, and nobody's impressed with your skills.
No. If anything, we're all just irritated.
Yeah. So that's what's been pissing me off. What's been pissing you off?
Don't piss me off. Listen, I have a very long list of celebrities that I plan on committing voodoo on. And this person has jumped to the very top of that list. Oh, he's always been on it, but he's jumped to the very top. Ryan Reynolds, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off.
Okay, tell me more.
He's not funny to me.
I agree.
Him and his wife annoy me.
Yes.
Even if the whole Justin Baldoni thing with It Ends With Us, whatever the fuck, even if that didn't happen, Ryan Reynolds still don't piss me off. Even if like all of this is just fake news or whatever, if it gets him out of my fucking face and off the internet, it's a win for me.
Yeah.
Like, thank God we got rid of him.
I actually get it. I've never thought his sense of humor was funny. Like,
no.
Even the whole Deadpool thing, like, it's not funny to me.
Me neither.
It's so corny. It's so
corny.
Cheesy.
He's just a cornball.
He's so corny.
Like, and I don't understand it.
Yeah.
And he has this like nice guy persona about him. Girl, we see right through that.
Yeah, it's not working for me.
Don't piss me off, Ryan Reynolds. I will get to the bottom of it one day, and I will make sure that he's not hired anywhere else.
Yeah.
He's going to be blacklisted when I'm done.
Wait, now people are saying that they think that he thought Blake was cheating on him with Justin and he crashed out, and that's why this
I
is
saw
all
that.
happening.
Yeah.
Which honestly,
I could see it.
I don't think Justin would actually hook up with Blake, but I do see Blake being obsessed with Justin.
I agree. But like the way that they did that whole thing where it's like, oh, like we're gonna do the promo for Deadpool and it ends with us together. Girl,
Corny.
give us a break. Yeah, like what the fuck?
Tomato, throwing tomato. Okay, so this movie is about domestic violence. Like, why are we bringing in Marvel into the conversation?
Corny.
Corny.
It's so annoying. I can't get into him, and I don't plan on it. I don't plan on trying.
It's tough too because like I think that movie would have been good, but I will never watch it.
I'll never watch it. I'll never see it.
No.
And I'm not going to be less of a person because I did it.
And like I think Justin's hot, and I would enjoy watching him in a film, but like I could never put myself through that.
No.
I don't want to look at
Blake
Lively's fucking her outfits in that movie. That alone is enough.
Oh, you mean Lily Bloom, who owns a flower shop? Like, girl, give us a break.
Corny.
Don't piss me off.
Don't piss me off. That was a good one. Yeah, I really don't. I would say he's probably like definitely least favorite celebrities.
Yeah. I have a list. We'll have to get to the list one day.
I'm excited to hear about that.
But I'm slowly checking them off. Like, actually, let me see. Because I keep track on if my voodoo has been working or not. And the past year, okay, look, J-Lo got her. Mustin Timberlake got him. Brad shit. It says almost check mark.
Wait, why do we hate
so
Brad
something
Pitt?
Must have, girl, because he abused his kids.
He did?
Yeah, and he was
Angelina
bad to
Jolie's
Angelina.
kids?
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't know any of this. I've been liking Brad Pitt this whole time.
It literally says...
Don't tell my mom about this. This is like her favorite.
It literally says like almost check mark. So like something must have happened where I almost got him.
Okay.
Elon Musk is on here. Drunkle Jimmy Fallon is on here.
Yeah, I feel like the Jimmy Fallon reckoning is coming soon.
Oh, it's coming. And it'll be harsh.
Yeah.
It will be harsh. And I'll be a happy bystander.
People
Him and James Corden.
Yeah, people were saying that they think that Jimmy Fallon and Ariana Grande hooked up.
I saw that.
I don't know if I believe that one, but I also don't not believe it.
I can't believe it because Ariana's literally my sister. And I want to get more into her when we talk about the Grammys because...
I was going to say, well, let's not like say she wouldn't do that because have you seen her boyfriend?
Girl, but... Yeah, but...
Like, Jimmy Fallon's cuter than her boyfriend by a mile.
I guess. That's just my
I
sister.
love Ari, don't get me wrong, but like...
True. We are literally Arianators. Are you coming to Nashville for the Katy Perry concert?
I didn't know there was a Katy Perry concert.
Girl, yes, and I'm going.
Should I come?
It's in August.
That's so far away.
I know. I'm not buying a ticket yet. I'm seeing.
I mean, I'm down. I'll go with you. But like, I want to do something before August. Can somebody else come to town?
I'll tell them.
Okay. Logan and I only hang out when there's a concert.
Yeah, maybe Beyonce will come before then.
Oh my god, that would be everything.
But yeah, I wanted to get more into the music on our Grammy episode, so stay tuned for that Grammy episode.
For the Grammy episode later in the week.
But
I'm excited for the Grammy episode.
Me too. We got some things to get into.
Majorly.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to us rant and rave and ramble and run on.
And as always, keep an eye out for Boots.
Keep an eye out, please.
Please and stay on high alert.
Period. And stay just delusional enough.
And stay sexy And submit your anonymous stories to our Instagram.
Yeah, for real. Let us know, guys.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.